Happy Friday to all my sisters out there. Thanks for tuning in to Wind Down Fridays. We'll give a sister a hug. I'm your girl, Author Erica. I have my fabulous co-host on with me, Author Kim, today. And I hope everyone's doing good on this Friday evening. So I'm so excited. I love the month of August because my daddy's birthday in August.
Oh, my mom's birthday in August.
August the 16th.
Oh, hers is. Ooh, wait a minute. August 5th. Ooh, I almost forgot.
Oh, we're gonna whoop her. Yeah, my daddy's birthday. I love August, so I'm excited about this new month. New everything, new month, new blessings, new ventures, new everything, and a lot of love that we need to be spreading.
Love.
Yes. So from the topic, as you guys can see, I talk about small business, and I mean, I feel like small business should still in some ways be operated as a big giant because you still have customers, so you have customer service.
Right.
And as a small business, customer service I feel like is very important. Like treating our customers a certain way, having that respect, having the compassion for your customers, making sure you communicate with your customers, making sure that their order is properly taken care of and not just throw together like a piece of shit.
Oh.
But then you want that customer to come back to you to spend their money. And I feel like the same respect you give Walmart and J.C. Penney's and Kroger's and Sam's and Old Navy is the same respect you should give your customers as a small business.
Agreed. Woo, that was a word though. Agreed. Because people forget that we are not a big corporate business, and 9 times out of 10 it's not me and a partner, it's me by myself. So if I'm sitting up here telling you that my products are handmade, let me say it again, handmade, which means it's once I get the order, once I figure out what exactly that you order, I now have to make whatever you requested. You can't expect me to give you something within 24 hours, especially if I'm baking something, if I'm making soap, if I'm making lotion, anything. It's and I think lip gloss. Everything takes time. Read the directions, read the policies and the procedures. Each thing could be, let's just say for me, for waist beads, I need at least 24 hours to 48 hours before I'm able to complete your order completely. Because remember, you might not be the only order that I got. You don't know what the next person has. You don't know if they order 10 and you just order one. You have to give the same amazing customer service to everybody that comes to your store, because the whole point is for you to come back.
Right.
Not for you to leave that old crazy review. Well, it took forever today. Well, how? Ma'am, if it wasn't 2+ weeks, what's the problem? What's the problem?
I mean, I feel like some people just feel like because you're a small business, it's supposed to happen right away. And that's not the truth because some small business, like people that have beauty products that you have to make, like people that have to make lip gloss, people like myself that have to make soap. That's a process. And then you have people that make cold soap. That's a whole that
Different
process
process.
that process is longer than my process as making soap. They have to put the lye together. They have to make sure they're measuring that lye out properly. They have to make sure they're measuring out the different oils that they're using to make your product. And then they got to let it cool. And then they have another process. And then they put the color to it, and then the fragrance and herb, and then they put it in the mold and let it set. Whereas my process, I still have a process because I still have to melt the soap base down.
Oh, okay.
So I have to melt the soap base down. Then I can't put the fragrance in there at a certain temp. I can't put the dye on to color it at a certain temp. So you still have to measure, check the temp to it. So I still have a process. Whereas somebody who making cold soap from scratch, the process I want to say might be a day.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Just to
Okay.
get them, just for them to get it together. Whereas I melt mine down, which can take me all of maybe 2-3 hours, where it may take them a day or two. So you have to think about it like people that make lip gloss. Like you have to um take the stuff out the little container, then squeeze it in there. Then you have to do whatever else you have to do. So people that make products, it takes them a little bit longer to make it if they don't have it on hand. And some people try to give you products that they make right then and there. So as customers, we have to give them time. You have to give them time to make their products, especially handmade products. That stuff that take time.
It does.
And like
It does.
sister said, you have to read their policy. Give them, if they say 24 hours or to 48 hours to process your order, give them that time. Don't be rushing them. Now, if you haven't heard nothing after 48 hours, okay, send them an email to see what's going on, because guess what? It could have been a computer error to where they probably already sent you a message saying they got your order and working on it. But you give the Walmart time, you give Kroger's the time. So have that same patience that you have with small business, because everybody with a small business don't have a team. Everybody, a small business, just a one-man person, a one-man operation.
Yep.
So,
And some are even doing it as a part-time job to their full-time job. So you
exactly.
also have to think about that as well, because if my passion is not getting me the funds that I need to take care of my household, I still have to work a full-time job. Then when I get off work, you don't know if that person is married. You don't know if that person has kids. You don't know what their situation is. So again, you they might not be able to get to your order that day. Maybe they do all their stuff on the weekend. Everybody is different. Everybody is not the same. Hopefully they will say that in their policy. And then if you have a question to do a follow-up, hopefully they should say to you, okay, I apologize. I had X, Y, and Z done, but I'm working on your order now. Then you should follow up with, okay, give it 24 hours, check your email, because you should have something from me saying that your order has been processed and we're going out for shipping. It's all about communication. Ain't no need to be nasty. We all have a life. We don't know what the next person is going through.
Exactly.
Period.
Yeah.
So just be kind. Please be kind. Please.
Yeah, give a small business, like we all trying to do something different. Some of us
Yes.
taking our passion and turning it into a small business. So
Yep.
you have to be patient, like don't give those funky reviews because you was in your feelings. Give the reviews what it was. If you had to wait and that person communicate, let them know, hey, it was a wait, but sister, somebody, she communicate with me, because that's all it takes. I mean, I think with everything, communication is a big thing.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
so let's just back this up. We talked about communication out the gate, out customer service out the gate. But
Right.
let's talk about the beginning. Make sure you have your name to your business. Make sure your business is copyrighted. Make sure you do a LLC to your business. Like that's very important, having your LLC and make sure you copyright and everything, because it can be a baby. People steal people names all day, every day.
All the time.
And especially now, since the pandemic, we all are doing business. So make sure you copyright your name. Make sure you're doing the LLC papers. Definitely make sure you get your EIN number, which is your federal tax ID number, because that's important now. Differently, back then they didn't require you, but now it is a requirement now that you have a EIN number. So when you're doing your LLC, you may have to get the EIN number and then apply it to your LLC through the Louisiana. Now I'm saying Louisiana, but wherever your state is, state representative, secretary. So make sure you get that done. Make sure you securing all of your back part, like your copyrights and this and your legal stuff. Before you do anything, make sure all of your legal stuff is intact. Because if not, that's a baby. I had that problem with my record label. Somebody took my my logo. Like, they took my logo. And good thing that my logo was, actually made. A girl at my job actually made my logo. So I had to fight with him. And I could have just went on and been snobby with him and been like, take him to court, because in actuality, in court, you have to prove, like, say for instance, that logo, I started using that logo one day and he started using it another day. And that makes a difference when you start using that logo and everything. All that makes a difference. That's why it's important that you do all of your legal stuff before you start this business. Make sure all of your legal stuff is intact, because you don't want those problems, or you don't want to turn around and somebody using your name. And that might have been a name you came up with.
Right.
So make sure you have all those, even if you want to go for this copyrighting your logo. Do that too. You can trademark your logo if you want to. You could trademark it, you could copyright it. You can do whatever you want to it to secure your logo. So you always want to make sure with anything that you do, make sure your legal business is always intact. Something else that I found out about. You can be a business and an individual entity. So that's why you need to go to Amazon, and it's called a record document. And yes, I am right now looking on Amazon, because I can't remember the name of it, but I looked it up. It was a record thing. Whereas you get a stample, you get the documentation, you get letterheads, and you get all this different other entity with your logo. So that means
You got to send me that, because I didn't know about that one. I need
yeah,
that one.
that means at the end of the day, if anything happen, you can. I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm looking because I thought I wrote it down. It's called a record keeping thing, and I'm gonna have to look it up, and I'll put it in a video at the in
In the
the
description.
in the description box.
Okay.
But it's like you one entity and your business is another entity, because that's just the way it is. So what this legal is called a recording record, but I'm gonna find it out, y'all. Don't quote me, but I'm gonna find out. But I found out you need that. That way, if anything happen, they won't be suing you. They'll be suing the business. And you could get it some. They got some ladies charging you $150, but on Amazon it's $49.99, and all you have to do is upload your logo, and you get a stamper. The stamper with your logo, like when you go get your paper notarized, the notary have that little stamp. You get the stamper with your business. You get a letterhead. You get a ledger that you keep up with all your prices and what all you done spent on. You keep up with that. They have some other legal documents where you can put your EIN number and all of those kind of paper. It's a binder. It's a record binder. and I'm gonna make sure I put it in the description exactly what it is. So you want to get that. I learned that you need that for your business. That way, if anything happen, they'll be suing your business and not you.
Okay. I get
So
it. I get
that's
it.
something else that we need to make sure, like,
I didn't know about that.
yeah, you need to make sure everything as far as your business is on the legal point, because I think I done ran into a point where they can't even find my IEN number. And so now I have to send them or write them a letter because I think the spelling of my business name is wrong. So I have to write them and see if that. And sometimes, like they say, it's not always a quick fix. You right have to re-register and do another IEN number just because it's missing a S on there, which is crazy. But we, especially with the federal government, you always want to keep it together and make sure everything is taxed. So that's before you open the doors to your business. Those are the things that you need to have. LLC, copyright measurements, whatever trademarks, whatever the binder. I want to say it's called record binder, but don't quote me on it. But I'll just make sure I put it in the description because that's another piece of document that you need to have for your business. Make sure you have all what you need, and then then the customer service and all the good stuff come in, selling your products.
Yeah, I agree with that. I didn't know about the record keeping thing, but yeah, once you know that, just let me know. Send it to me because I'm gonna go and get me one because I'm definitely gonna need it. Yeah. About the customer service, I mean, especially, everybody wants to complain about Black owned businesses and how our customer service, kind of sucks. And the sad part about it is I can agree with that. I do try to first frequent a Black owned business because I know that Black people have money, and we need to keep the Black dollar circulated within the Black community. But you need to stand on your word. If there's something wrong with an order, fix it. There's no need for you to get nasty. Fix it. I apologize about that. Let me go ahead and get that out to you. Fix it. Then if that goes on to something else, okay, don't be rude. Just fix it. It's either can I get my money back or can you replace it with another item?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut y'all off, but I'll just say here on Amazon, it's called LLC Kit. It's a limited liability company record binder kit. And
LLC kit.
I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's like
I
this
could kind of
little.
see it, a kinda. It's not clear, but it's LLC kit on Amazon. Look, give me
Yeah,
Amazon.
it's called a record binder. So what you're gonna get is the company seal. You're gonna get the printed membership certificate with a full page um stubs, blank minute paperwork, and all. So it's a whole binder where you keep all your documentations, and actually it's like this one like $80, but you can find more. So even if you're a corporation, you need that one. They have the corporation kits. They have the
Okay.
LLC kits and different things like that. So that's something that you want to make sure to get. I just haven't got around to purchase one, but that's one that I found out that you do need to have for your books. That way you could keep up with the minutes, you could keep up with stuff, and it have you the stamper, it have the membership paperwork and all. So make sure y'all go on Amazon and get that if you have a small business.
Okay.
Sorry about that,
Definitely.
sis.
That's a tip. That's a word because we need that because some people don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be honest. Before I met Erica, oh, this is about to sound okay. Before I met Erica, I'm out here just willy nilly trying to figure it out on my own because I have a nonprofit. And we all know with a nonprofit, that means you have pretty much no money. You're living off of donations, sponsorships, grants, things along those lines. And I didn't have my shit in order because I didn't know. Because people that I were dealing with wasn't telling me the correct information. So when other people come to me and say, well, hey, can you help me get my nonprofit? I always say no, just because I can't tell you what I did was right or what I did was wrong. I know that I do have my 501c3. I do have that. I have everything in order, but I didn't know that I needed to copyright, trademark, had no idea because nobody ever told me. And when you are a nonprofit, I feel like if we are in this sector together, we as Black people, why come we can't come together to help each other out? Why does everything has to cost $1 or $2? And it's made, and I'm sorry, $1 or $2. We talking about $100, $300 for me to sit down and talk to you. Like, make that make sense. I'll run across, oh yeah, I can help you do that. Yeah, we have this program. We can help you do that, but it's gonna cost you $4.99, $4.99. No, $499. Who got that?
That don't make sense because you don't get nothing. Because me personally, I could charge people, be like, no, I'm not telling you nothing. But what that's gonna give me?
Right.
Nothing. Like it's gonna give me. I'd rather see you do it the right way than to fail. So I have no problem with saying what you need. Like I have no problem with helping because we all in this together. But don't
We're
expect
supposed to be.
everybody to be like me to tell you anything because like she said, everybody put a price tag. My price is seeing you doing the right thing, you not falling down or your business not going underwater because you didn't have a documentation or you didn't have a copyright. So I'd rather see that's my payment. That's my payment. When I give you information and you gonna make it happen in your business up, even if you made $1, I'm happy. And even if you don't make no dollars, I'm happy because still at the end of the day, I gave you some legal information that you needed to make sure get done.
Yep.
Because these days people are stealing people's name, of their business and stuff like that, their logos and everything else. So, I would hate to see, somebody that's struggling and trying to get up because there's enough of money out here for all of us to make money, even if we in the same industry. Everybody's different, everybody's unique. So I want to see you win. Even if it is $1, I still want to see you win that dollar. So I have no problem, but I have a problem when you calling yourself come with that fucking nigga slick shit and try to get information when all you could simply say, well, hey, Erica, I see you doing this. How you did that? I have no problem with doing that. But don't come with that hidden agenda shit trying to play get over.
There you go.
Because we all in this and we all a small business and we in this shit together. We not separate. We should be in this together. I don't feel like when you gotta put $1 on everything, I don't feel like it's genuine.
Facts.
And I'm not the type of person, I don't have a lot of money. It's not that I'm rich. But if I have some knowledge or I have some information that I have that I use that could help you, I'm gonna tell you, go try this out. And the way I'm gonna get paid is you going trying out and making sure your business secure.
Right.
Because anything that I do is gonna come from the heart. It's not come. I'm not looking for a payday because guess what? It's not gonna make me. But I'm gonna see you on Instagram doing what you need to do.
I'm supposed to see you winning. I had one person tell me that they don't like to give out free information because they feel like if I'm giving out free information, you didn't have to work for it. So since you didn't have to work for it or pay for it, it's not going to be any beneficial to you. It brings no value to you.
Either way, you still gotta work. At the end of the day, even if I give you the free information, you still gotta go work because guess what? You still gotta set your ass at the computer and find the state representative for your state. You still gotta go log in with the tax with the federal IRS and do it. So you still working. Even though it's free information, you still working because guess what? I done gave you the free information. Now you gotta put the footwork to it. So it's not free. Like I don't get it. I just I don't get it. Maybe because that's not what I'm taught. I don't get it why everything have to be a price. Why you just can't do stuff from the out the kindness of your heart? They still got people that's kind.
Right. Because what I do is I give back to people that don't have much, or they might have something, but they're in a situation that they need to get out of. Everything doesn't have a dollar amount attached to it. I'm giving that the kind of out of my heart because that's the type of person that I am. I might not like you, but I want to make sure you're safe and sound. Period. Giving back. That's what we do. That's what people do. Genuine people give back. All I want to see is you doing what you say you're going to do. That's it.
No, it's gonna piss me off.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna piss me off when you don't do it like some people. You tell some people to do stuff, and we ain't gonna. We just gonna look at them. That's all. We ain't gonna say their names. We just gonna look at them real hard. When you tell some people to do some shit and they don't do it, that's gonna piss me off.
Right,
And
yeah.
especially when I gotta keep telling you years on top of years to do some shit
No
that
years.
I know you capable of doing.
No
But you
years.
know
It's
that's
only
here
been
nor
a
there.
few
But
months. It
I'm
ain't no.
just
It
saying
only been a few months.
it was before a few months.
It's only been a few months. It's not been that long.
Okay, for you it's been a few months.
It's been a
But
few months.
that's customer service is important, and make sure that the products that you provide to your people,
It's
make sure it's
quality
good stuff.
products.
Yeah, make sure it's quality. Make sure you putting your all into it. And not to say you gotta go out and break the bank on a baggie or a package. You what you gonna ship your package in. You ain't gotta break the blank. You could break the blank back the bank. You don't have to break the bank on that. Just like with shipping products, this is another FYI and a gimme. If you have a small business, the United States Postal Service give out free supplies.
Come on, say it
So
again.
go
In the
on there.
USPS.
You
Is it
could go on there.
UPS? Yeah.
United States Postal Service. You can
Yeah.
go on their website and get free supplies. So you
Yeah.
don't have to break the bank and go and buy all these expensive ass baggies because that's what I use. I order from UPS and they give out all of the supplies you need. And that's what I use. I don't buy those expensive baggies because I need to make some money before I
Yep.
can start buying that stuff.
Yep. Exactly.
Like talk to people, network with people. It's some things Kim have made for me, like my business cards. You think I went to Vista Print? Vista Kim.
Mr. Kim.
Like
Okay.
fine. And we're small business. We need to start breaking a bank on some stuff. Figure out some stuff that you can do at home. Like even though I went to Amazon, even though I went to Amazon and bought some little thank you cards and stuff like that, I end up making my own thank you cards with my little logo. And I even put a little code on it. You know what? You can do stuff that you can set down at home and do. They have a lot of different softwares that's out here that's free that you can use to make stuff. So, even if you have a friend, that makes different things. See, do stuff like that. We want to save. If you can do a lot of stuff in-house, try to do a lot of stuff in-house for your small business because that saves on money, that saves on time, and all kind of craziness. You have to put the money into things like the product. If you hand making stuff, you gotta buy those supplies. You gotta buy that particular chemical or that particular dye. Those are the things that you can invest your money in. But like buying all those expensive ass baggies and stuff like that, hell, you gonna get there. Use the United States Postal Service. They have plenty of supplies that they will give you boxes. They will give you boxes. They'll give you the bubble wrap packages and everything for free. Go to their website, United States Postal Service, and
And
order you some
UPS kind of
packages.
does the same thing too.
Yeah,
UPS, if you don't have what is it, a label printer or a thermal printer, now it's everybody kind of debates about it. And I'm just gonna tell you from my point of view. So I heard about it on TikTok. Girl said it on TikTok. So I went to UPS, created an account, and I called, and of course you don't talk to nobody in the United States. I'm just gonna leave it at that. They didn't, like, I gave her like the bare basic information. I wanted the zebra printer. Mine is broke. Can you send it to me? Gave her the address. Okay. I didn't get a confirmation email. I didn't get anything. So I called back, I want to say that day. And when I called back that day, I talked to somebody completely different, again, outside of the US. And somehow, in some way, when I went to go pick up my thermal printer, I had two. Not one, but two. Then I also ordered the labels that go with it. Well, I don't know who made the mistake, but they sent me the wrong labels. So then they turned around in another box, had the right labels. I got two thermal printers that I don't even use. I don't even use them. And some people say it's $2 a month. Well, honestly, $2 a month is not bad if that's what it costs, because I think the machine, when you Google the machine, I'm gonna say the machine is like $500. But they gave it to me for free.
But you could also go to Amazon and get a little printer, because I have a printer. I have a printer. My printer, the printer and the scale and packages, and I only paid $130. So it was like a packet deal. So you can do those things. Or better yet, if you're not ready to buy a printer, print that shit out on your regular paper and cut that paper. Like,
That's
there's a lot of stuff as small business that we have to think about is trying to keep a lot of money in house.
Yes.
The more stuff that we can do in house, the more money we can make, instead of just trying to break the bank all on time. Now, if you have the money to spend, hey, so be it, spend it. But if you're not trying to break the bank when you start, like, use those little things. Amazon have them, even a little free printer. If you could get it, go ahead on and get it. But if not, use your regular printer and print those labels out and put a nice little piece of tape on there, or whatever, however you want to do it, and still make it look cute, because it can still be cute. And then not only that, it's the customer service that you giving that person.
That's part, because nobody don't care about the packaging for real.
You have some people that's just excited with a brown paper bag and a sticker on their butt. It's the way you present it to that person. If you was nice and respectful about it, hell, they're gonna love that brown paper bag. Girl, why you didn't put this on that brown paper bag? So it's like little things that you can do. You can I try to keep a lot of money in house to do a lot of stuff, because that soap base can cost you.
And then you're able to buy extra product that you might need,
Exactly.
Instead of waiting on a sale to come through and then taking that money. If I budget everything to, okay, I know I can go here to get this, and I can get this and get this, and this is the basic stuff that I need to get to make that sale, then let me keep doing that until I'm able to, money is flowing in. So now I can touch this money over here and buy, okay, I'm going to kind of upgrade a little bit on my product, or I want to add a different product. I can take this money over here and do that, instead of, I have to wait till somebody pay me, then have to go, let me go get the supplies. No, the whole point of you doing that is making sure that everything is staying in house. You're taking care of everything that needs to be taken care of, and that customer is happy, because then you will have a returning customer.
Exactly, because I just had my first pop-up last month, and I made a few dollars, but guess what? I didn't go in right away and spend it on me. I ordered more soap, because what I found out, and you look at different things, like you look at different places that sell your product, like Michael sells soap base, the shea butter. I feel like it's just white or too white, and it takes a hard time to dye it. Whereas I buy the shea butter from Amazon, it's still good product. Shea butter is still good product, but it don't take a long time, or you don't have to use too much of pigment to dye it. So what I did was, okay, that day I hadn't launched my business. What I did was I just went on and ordered me another 5 pounds of shea butter and 2 pounds of glycerin. So the money that I did make, that's what I did with some of it, put it back into my business. And I left the rest of it right where it was. So you have to be smart and try to stack up ahead of time. Don't wait till the last minute where you pushing and you can't get an order out on time. So,
Because that goes into customer service too. Because if you sit up here and tell me that, I expect everything from the time I order it to the time you make everything, and it's a 3-day turnaround, on that 3rd to 4th day, I better have an email saying that my package is on the way.
And make sure always, when you're doing your website, make sure you put all that information in there, like shipping, how long it's going to take to process, what days and time are you processing orders, all that count, because people, and sometimes you have to bless people's heart. You have to reiterate things to people and refer them back to the website, because people sometimes act like they don't know 1+1 is 2. And you got to help them out a little bit. But, make sure you putting all that information, like your times of operations, let them know that you might not be shipping on a weekend or whatever. Make sure you spelling all that out on your website, even if you have to do it in a different tab. Whereas with me, I put mine in a different tab to let them know I process order within 24 to 48 hours. But I only work like Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. And I'm off the weekend. Really, it's really nothing you could do on the weekend because the post office is closed on the weekend. So, but it gives me wiggle room, because I might work from 9 to 5, but if I see an order come in after 5 o'clock, I might still go ahead on and process it if I'm not doing anything, because at the end of the day, again, us as small business people, we still have other responsibilities. Like I have another responsibility. I have to take care of my mom. And not only that, I take care of my mom, I have 2 podcasts and a talk show. So that means I have to have time to plan whatever I need to do with that and do all my other stuff. So that gives me time. Now, if I have caught up on everything and something come through after 5 o'clock, I'm gonna process it. Even on the weekend, if I have time on the weekend and I have everything together, I'm gonna go ahead on and process it. That way, Monday I won't have to be trying to fumble around. I could go ahead on and maybe ship it out on Monday. So make sure you very detailed on your website on what's going on, and that way, again, we could make the customer service smooth, because at the end of the day, all this is about customer service. Providing our customers with the things that we want them to come back. We want to keep them out of Walmart and Kroger's and J.C. Penney's and all of them.
Right.
But you have to treat people with the same respect that you get from Walmart, J.C. Penney's or Kroger's and all of them. You still have to treat people with respect. We still have to treat them as small business. We still have to treat them with respect.
Agreed.
Make sure their packages together. Don't just send them no damn package and shit just bust all over out the bag, and then you don't call them back. You can't do that. That's not good customer service. Because if you're a crazy person like me, I'm a send all your shit back to you, and I'm gonna want my money back, because that wasn't good customer service.
Right. Especially if I reach out to you. Let me say this again. First, okay, I'm not gonna say no names, but I ordered some stuff from somebody, and I've ordered from you before. I noticed that you changed your policy. So instead of a regular 7 days, now it's 10 days. And I'm like, why is it 10 days? Why is it 10 days for you to, you're not making me anything. Okay. You're not making anything for me. You just packaging something up and sending it to me. So, okay. So it still takes 10 days for that. I don't get that, but okay. time goes on. Now, any other time I've gotten an email saying, hey, we're working on your order. Next email, hey, which is a couple of days in between. Hey, your order is, here's your confirmation number. Your order is being shipped out, or your label has been created. So then in a couple of days, you will get, maybe something that's saying that it's actually, they didn't scan it in
in transit.
Yeah, it's in transit. Okay. All of a sudden now it's not the same. And I don't understand why. But I see you kicking in and you bragging about, how you doing this much in sales and X, Y, and Z. And then I hear you actually talk about customer service. Because you, number one, that's all you talk about, because that's how you keep having these reoccurring customers. But I'm your customer. But I'm not getting the same respect as I had before. So then I finally get my package. Well, it didn't ship all in once. It shipped in two. Okay, whatever, because I gave you my whatever's $5 to ship it to. That's all I gave you. So however that's something you're gonna have to eat. If you couldn't fit it all in one box, that's not my problem. That's yours. You have to fix that. So then I get my product and my shit's busted all the fuck open. Oh, okay. I mean, when I go to my post office box to pick up my stuff and they hand it to me in a crate from the mail people. Well, this is how it was handed to us. Wait a minute, what? Busted open, shit everywhere. Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and take video, because that's what you as a consumer need to do. Like you would do Walmart and Amazon. Hey, this is how I got my item. It's fucked up. I need for y'all to fix it. Either you're going to return my money, or you're going to send me out more product, because this product here I can't even fucking use because it's busted and disgusted. And I don't know. It's Rona. I don't want it. And I don't want to give it to nobody else. Exactly. So what can we do to rectify it? Okay. So I know how to get in contact with you. Not only do it take you forever and a day for you to reply back to me, then you just chuck it up like, oh, I got some new people. I don't give a fuck about that, ma'am. I don't care if you got new people. I don't care about that. Everybody should be on one accord. They're working for you, so that means you have to teach them. If they don't know, this is your job as the manager, as the owner, to teach them how to do their job like you was doing the job before you got a little high and mighty.
And that's the thing, like, we can't get high. We have to be consistent. Like, you just can't throw me no any shit, because you wouldn't accept. And then not on that, you wouldn't expect that from Amazon. If Amazon, now that they hide, and Amazon just give you your shit and your shit just all over. Like, we have to be consistent. Right. We have to be not perfect, but we can't get where we done made $1,000 this month. Oh, I don't need to be consistent. Yes, you have to be consistent at all times, because you have your returning customers and you have new customers. Yep. And your first impression on a person is your lasting impression. So
say it again. Say that for the people in the back. Your first impression is your lasting impression.
Yes. Because you want them to come back, and not only that, you want them to tell their friends. So it's always important that we can't get so high and mighty because we have 4 orders today, so now I'm on top of the world. No, you have to still be consistent. You still got to operate like you broke. Because you need to continue getting those orders in. And we need to.
Because you want to do what? Eventually work for yourself, and you ain't got to work for nobody else. So how do you keep doing that? You have to
being consistent, customer service, and communication. And that's all it takes. Like, that's all it takes. And I feel like whatever you're doing for these big companies, you do it for your own company. You put the time into it. You put the time you put into it is what's going to show. If you ain't put shit into it, that's what's going to show. If you put the time into it, that's what you're going to get. But if you don't put shit in it, you ain't getting shit in it.
Right.
So don't spend all your money on trademark and copywriting and all of this, and just let it lag by the side. The same thing you do for the big companies. If you work a 9 to 5, put that same time into your business. It's stressful. It's gonna be tiresome a
Yes, it
lot. It's
is.
gonna be days you're gonna go to bed stressed. And that's why you call me at Marie's Aroma Bees and get you some Epsom salt and you relax your nerves.
Fire. That shit fire. I'm just saying. I was asleep, okay? I
Get you some
I didn't
bath
use a lot.
salt.
I just put a little bit, just put a
That's
little
all it
snippet.
takes.
That little lavender Epsom salt, girl. I put that. I just it wasn't even a handful. It was just a sprinkle, and I just put it in, put it in the tub, and I was like, swish it around, and then the smell.
But you ought to put it like before you run your bath water to get the full benefit of the bath. So you sprinkle a little bit in the bottom of your tub and then run your water and let it absorb like that. And oh,
I mean, I turned on, we got the little jets on it, so it was circulating, and it got to the point to where I felt like I couldn't even get out this damn tub because, I was relaxed and minding my own business, okay, and I was ready to go to sleep, but I didn't want to drown, and I knew I had a bracelet that I had to finish, so I needed to get my ass up at that tub.
so you want to be consistent. You don't just want to be giving people no anything. So
Yes.
as small business, we have to think about our approach and how we approach people. What we putting out, you always want to be on your business at all time. Um,
Just put yourself in a situation. Put yourself in that situation, and how will you handle it? That's number one. Put yourself in that person's situation, because if this bullshit came to you, how are you going to fix it? So if I give you shit, what you gonna give me? We're gonna have pot shit together.
And we can't have pot shit because we
Cause I
trying to
ain't
make
eating it.
money and we
I ain't
trying to
eating
have
it.
our own shit and we trying
Yeah.
to eventually have our own storefront and eventually we
Yep.
trying to have our own whole operations going on. So we can't be giving out shit because our goals are from
Mm-hmm.
going from this small business to this storefront
Come
to
on.
this
Mm-hmm.
big. So that's our goals. That's what we're trying to go at. But at the same time, as a small business, you still have to operate as like a big giant. And that's giving good customer service and you communicating with
Period.
people. So that's the big
Period.
important thing. Communication.
Mm-hmm. Come on, somebody.
So if you giving out good communication and you actually listening to what your customers saying, hey, business should flow. So be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Communicate. Make sure we spelling out everything on our website. Or if you don't have a website, on your Instagram page, make sure we spelling out everything, putting
Everything.
all of the
Mm-hmm.
details in there. That way, we leave no gaps for no failure. Because guess what? As a small business, we don't have room to fail because we trying to go up.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
So
Facts. And
that's my
and more
spiel.
facts. And then just finish off what I said. I still ain't got my shit. Just saying, we had a conversation, and oh sis, I got you. I'm gonna send you something back. Still waiting. Merry Christmas. But your customer service skills is on 1,000 though.
Hmm.
Okay.
So the thing is, we're gonna recap before we leave.
Yes.
For all our small business people that's listening, make sure you copyright, trademark, LLC, your business, your name, your logos. Make sure we have a website. I'm not saying you gotta be your website gotta be off the chain. You can have a real simple website or you can have a big website. But just make sure it's presentable,
Mm-hmm.
is nice. You spelling out everything for your customers, making sure that they understand everything that's going on with you, and making sure you communicate on all levels with your customers and giving good customer service. And with that, people will keep constantly coming back. And make sure you're interacting with your customers too.
Yes,
So
yes. That's a problem with some of these people with the blue checks. They hire people to quote unquote communicate, but then they have no ethic on how they communicate with people. So you have to remember that as a small business owner, you're a one-man show and you're doing everything on your own. But this is what you want to do because this is your passion. So which means you have to be on your A game at all times. Okay? Okay.
Yes. And I mean, me personally, I want to interact with my customers because I want to know. I want y'all to know, like, one girl was offended because she bought an outfit from a girl. And when she seen her in the club, she had the same outfit on. So she got offended. I want to know that you wearing your brand.
You're
Because
supposed to.
if you don't wear your clothes, hell, I got a problem with that. I'm not buying from you. Because why you not wearing your own brand of clothes?
Right.
Or why
Say
you
it
not
again.
using your own products?
Okay, say it again.
So don't get offended because you bought that outfit from her and she have it on in the club too. It's her brand. She's a walking billboard for her company.
She has
Because
to be.
right, because
Yes.
she's a small business, so she
Right.
has to be that walking
Right.
billboard.
Right.
So don't get offended, sister, if you bought an outfit from somebody or a dress and you see her with the dress on. She's the walking
Okay.
billboard.
You got mad. So she got mad for
Yeah,
real.
she was upset. And a lot of people was in the comments was like, if she don't wear her clothes, I'm not gonna patronize to
Exactly.
her.
Exactly.
So she was like, well, I felt some type of way. And a lot of people was like, why? Because she's the walking billboard for her company. She's promoting her company, her clothing line. You should want her to wear her own clothes.
Let me tell you something. Let me find sis wearing the same thing as me. Come on here, girl. We cute together.
We twinsy.
Okay? Let's be cute together. Come on here. We got good taste. Thank you. I
Exactly,
appreciate you for trusting me to wear my shit. Thank you.
and I would want to take a picture with you with my shit because I got it on, you got it on.
Mm,
So you
mm,
have to,
so do I.
now when you find somebody who don't know their products, you
Yeah.
don't want to deal with them because that means they're not. I can tell you everything about my soap, my aloe vera soap. Tell you how it leaves your skin soft, it leaves it
So do.
smooth.
So do.
The color. I can tell you about my money jasmine soap is with jasmine flavor and it's the green money because my brother is money and that's who came up with that. Like my mama came up with the aloe vera soap with the little design in the middle.
Mm-hmm. And
I
I
can
like that
tell
too.
you that my almond breeze bath salt makes you feel relaxed. I can tell you about my lip scrub. You leave it on for 5 minutes and your lips are very smooth. So if a person can't tell you what's in their products or how their products make them feel,
Look at them
you got
sideways, sis. Look at them sideways.
exactly. So make
Look at
sure
them
you wearing
sideways.
if you selling clothes, make sure you wearing your brand because you're a walking billboard. Make sure you're using your products. That way, when you doing your little Instagram posts or whatever, you can say, even if you can record, you may be putting a lip gloss on or the eyelashes or whatever you selling. Make sure you're wearing it.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna ruffle some feathers. Ooh, it's about to ruffle some feathers. When you buy shit that's handmade, make sure the motherfucker is really making it. I'm just gonna leave. Let me go ahead in. Okay, let me just go ahead into it. Okay, I'm about to ruffle some feathers. I know I'm about to, and maybe that's what we need to do. But I'm gonna go ahead and ruffle some feathers. So I noticed. So I can sit up here and say that all my shit is handmade. Why? Because I got the fingers to prove it, and I know Erica's shit is handmade because I watched her do it. Like right now, as I'm always on here, I'm always moving and shit because I'm actually making products. I make bracelets, so I'm making products. But when I'm looking at other people that's sitting up here talking about, girl, I make these waist beads. How you got the same fucking waist bead as old girl over here? How? Please explain that to me. You don't need a measuring tape. You know why you don't need a measuring tape? Because you're putting it on some string. And do we know if the string has been cured, coated? to make sure you don't get no type of mold on it, because string takes, because it's cotton, right? So it takes a minute for the cotton to dry, right? And if you don't dry it properly, what happens? You start smelling like sour clothes. Ooh. That's a problem that I have with the tie-on waist beads, because everybody, some people, but I'm gonna say 90% of these motherfuckers is not. They're not making them. They know who they can go over here to Taiwan and buy in bulk, and then come and sell it over here for $14, $15. Taiwan. But I got the same damn waist beads as everybody else. Not over here Beat the Purpose. We don't. I handmade every, let me say it again, every waist bead, every bracelet, one person, which is me. That's my biggest supporter. She's one of my biggest supporters right there. But everything is handmade by me. It might be the same color combination, but when I tell you 2 bracelets are not the same, they not. Any of my waist beads are not the same. You're not going to get the same design. If you order 5 of the same ones, it's not going to be the same design. Maybe the same color combination, because that's what you order, but they're not going to be the same. That's the difference from shit that's being handmade by one person. Same thing with her. One person. One person.
And the supervisor.
Look, we the supervisor, the manager, girl.
My mama, the supervisor, she won't, but she
Oh
ain't
Lord.
doing nothing.
Oh,
She that supervisor.
packaging. Somebody got to be in charge of the,
She that
orders.
supervisor always want to be on your neck. Well,
Yeah,
why
and
you
ain't
ain't do
doing
this?
nothing.
Well, why you ain't do it?
Can you help me? Oh no. Oh,
Oh no, I'm on the computer right now. I'm playing bingo.
girl, if you don't get somewhere, sit down.
Yeah, so and all of us as small business, we're not gonna operate the same. And the biggest thing is support one another. You might buy something from you might have a business, but you might buy something from Be the Purpose. It's okay. We need to support each other in this journey. Putting $1 into it, even if you don't buy nothing, maybe donate something to that person. During the pandemic, I had a girl that I was watching, when the pandemic first started back last year. She was still doing her little snacks and stuff and selling her little snacks and even giving it away to some of the school kids that was out. So what I did was, I slid in her DM. I didn't even know her. And she stayed here in the city with me. I didn't even know her. So I slid in her DM. I was like, hey sis, what's your cash app? And I went on and cashed after some money. We didn't even know each other. Like, just be that helping hand, because we all in small business. We struggling because we starting from the bottom up.
Yes.
So, support one another. You can buy something from somebody. I can buy something from somebody, even though I have my own business. But hell, I could go and buy something from somebody. But it's called the support. Like, we need the support. So don't feel like, I'm better than you. Nope. Because you're a small business like me. So I know you're struggling like me.
Because, say it again, we're in the same damn struggle together. Might not be on the same thing at the same time, but we in this struggle together.
Our goals is to go from a small business to a storefront.
Yep.
That's our goals, Or even if you want to stay a small business, but you want to constantly have those continuing customers. So be thankful, be humble. When you get that order, when that order come through, just be humble. Just say thank you, Jesus, because that's
every time, girl, every time. I thank you, Lord.
Look,
I
after the
thank you.
pop-up shop, and I got money behind out of my room because money was here with my mama. When I put his behind out, baby, I was on my knees thanking God for that, for those sales. Like you humble, be humble about it. Thank God for that sale. Because you know what that is? Somebody taking a chance on you.
You.
And your product. They see your vision. They believe in you.
Yes.
So, and make sure you promoting. Promoting is a big thing for small business. Use any little promotion. Go on EIN press release. Do a press release for your business. You know, they like $49.99. Do one. Because you know why? That's international. I do one for every one of my business. You could go and Google Tudor Max. I did a press release. You could go and Google Give a Sister a Hug. I do a press release. So any one of my business that I have, I do a press release. $49.99 goes around the world and cross sea.
And she turned me on to that yet again. It's shit that I didn't even fucking know.
Yeah, like do press release. I'm learning about the Google thing, the Google business. I just got an email today, like 49 people to view. Like I just learned that. Do Google ads. You know, Google ads have something out right now. I think they having a thing where you spend $50 and they give you $100 coupon. Hell, I still got my $100 coupon that I use for my ads for my book. I'ma use them. Like Instagram, your social medias, you know, print out flyers. I know people don't do flyers no more, but hell, print them out anywhere and go put them up. Girl, I be all in my mama doctor's office at Jinky.
Let me tell you another hack. Another hack that you can do. So another girl, black girl on TikTok, she said, you know, you should have two different types of business cards. You need to have one business card that's a little bit more professional that you can hit that you give out to in all your packaging. Then you should have another set of business cards that, like for instance, when she goes get gas, she goes inside the gas station. She asks them, "Can I leave some cards here?" So on that card is your no, it's a QR code. So she has a QR code. She has her website on there, and then she maybe gives a little bit of description of what she is. Sometimes she does, sometimes she don't. But the main thing she said, put a discount code on there. Put a discount code on there. She said, I know that I've left my business card at this gas station. I made it to wherever she was going. She didn't already had two safes because it's easy access. Everybody has a phone. I'm able to don't judge my phone. I'm able to pick up my phone, scan and look at the QR code, and then I could go, shit, I need that. And then on top of that, you're giving me a discount on your product. That's what I'm doing next. I didn't know anything about, but that's what I'm doing next because when I travel,
on my press release, that I did for my business, I put a discount code on for my press release. So that way I know when they use that press release code, I know where it come from.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's how you should do it. I'm working on my business cards now because you know I need a whole bunch of them. And then you know when you go like I've watched a couple of videos when she in the store grocery shopping, she's leaving a business card. She's leaving. She was like, don't buy no expensive business card. Do the little cheap business card, but make it it has something catchy on it. But make sure you have a code on there so when they pull it up and they go to it, hey. Oh, I like this. Okay, I like this. That's how you get business. And then on top of that, when they order from you, you automatically every order you're supposed to be giving them a different a different discount code because that's how you people keep coming back. Yeah, they getting a discount, but bitch, you getting a sale.
Exactly. Like even for my launch party, I'm having a launch party. Everybody that participates in the launch party get a code, so I know who got that code. So you gotta do little things, like you gotta find little ways to make money and to promote yourself all at the same time.
Yep.
So that's how I feel about small business this Friday. So make sure I'll put the name of that binder in the description. Make sure you get that for your LLC company or your corporations. So happy Friday. I hope everybody have a great weekend. I hope everybody Friday is good. Make sure we supporting all our small business no matter what it is. If it's nothing but a plan, buy that plan because that's going to help somebody. So happy Friday. Take care and know that we love y'all and take care and be good.
Be good and be kind. Okay? Be kind.
Always make an effort to be kind.
Be kind. Mm-hmm.
Happy Friday. We love y'all.
Bye.
Peace.